Hi, everyone. I am Vivian Luke, Assistant Professor Teaching Stream from the Forensic Science Department, and I'm really excited to talk to you about the creation of accessible, modular, interactive resources to increase student engagement and support. So today I'll be talking to you about a resource that is very near and dear to my heart, and it's called the Language of Forensics. So what is the Language of Forensics? It is a resource that's solely focused on discipline-specific language development. It's an online web tool that's composed of terminology lists, audio files, interactive activities. This initiative had started off with humble beginnings. We initially just wanted to have a terminology list that students could review prior to coming to lecture. And it was initially intended for English as an additional language individuals. And now it has grown into this province-wide initiative to improve knowledge and technical language development for all those working within the forensic science field. So the goal is to design texts, audio, visual learning components to increase accessibility, to reduce the barrier to learning, and to increase engagement within the learning community. So here I worked with a number of academic institutions as well as investigative agencies within Ontario to compile and define commonly used terms within one's areas of expertise. And the definitions were defined in such a way that a lay individual can reach to this resource and be able to understand what it means without too much technical jargon. So the major focus with my team was to develop and design a number of online interactive activities focused on language development, as well as correlation as well as language development and correlation within the field of forensic science. So without further ado, I'll just share my resource with you. So currently it's hosted on this webpage, languageofforensics.com, and here is the library. And there were a number of ebooks that were developed pending on the different experts that came and provided talks within my introductory forensic science course. So we'll just click on one of the books. It's called Fingerprint Identification and Examination, and this is hosted on Pressbooks, which is free and available to any educators to use. So we'll click read book here. And there's a bit of preamble about what the book is about and a warning given that forensic science can contain content that could be triggering. But here we have a section on fingerprint identification. If you click on terminologies associated with parts of the finger pad, you can see a terminology list as well as an audio file. So students can click on the audio file and they can learn how to pronounce the words appropriately. We can also go to the interactive activities. And I'm going to talk more about this and how you can access this resource during the lightning talk section. But I just want to highlight some example activities. We can do drag and drop, label the diagram. You can even embed videos. Really, the possibilities are limitless. But here students can, label the diagram, determine its function or description and do a quick check. Again, the drag and drop activities. We can do drag and drop with images as well. And, if you like this, if you want to use this for your course, you can simply click on reuse, download the H5P file, and embed that into your learning management system. So for us, that would be Quercus at U of T. So just some quick highlights. I have done surveys on this resource, and the feedback was very welcoming. Students loved it. They want more interactive activities. They said they felt engaged in the course despite the fact that the course was online. They found it helpful regardless of their proficiency in the English language. They thought it was a very good study tool, and it helped them associate the terms with certain procedural techniques. What's even more exciting for me is as I got different collaborators to work together and help vet the terms, it helped open a discussion in terms of, well, how should we define things and what do we really mean when we use these terms? Terms is very important in forensic science, particularly when we use it in the court, where depending on the language that we use, it can have an outcome of a case. So I'm glad, it is now used to assist communication between experts and different stakeholders. So I look forward to seeing you in the session and talking more about how you can create these modular, accessible activities for your course. And if you don't want to create them, you can certainly use ones that are already developed. All right, see you soon.